Alright, welcome back. I sorted out the problem with the headset, which I figured out in a funny ass way. I'm going to explain that first before I get talking about the conferences. I was having one of the most emotional conversations of my life with someone. I haven't had a conversation like that in so long. I mean, it was so, emotional and, all that kind of jazz. And then halfway through, I literally just said, hang on, do you know how to sort out a headset? And they the whole conversation changed. They were like, "What?" I was just like, "Do you know how to sort out a headset?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Just do this." And then we stopped talking. I was just like, "Huh. Well, that was nice. It was really different and strange." I'm just trying to figure out because basically I've never really worked. I'm not really someone that works with sound often. I'm more of a video kind of person, which obviously video does entail sound, but I can usually just wing it. But now I'm actually trying to legitimately get it to sort out so it's not too loud, not too quiet, and nothing else interrupts it, which is why I'm not listening to music for this video. But yeah, the EA conference, the guy who presented that was a beast. He was ripping the hell out of everyone, like Microsoft and all that. He was just like, well, at least we don't just pay random celebrities to come to our conference. There's a reason that guy's not going to be at E3 next year, because he's probably going to get assassinated. But more, it's just one of those things. I personally wouldn't fuck with someone like Microsoft. I know EA's fine, then they're not going to get any. He won't get any problems from Microsoft at all. But it's just one of those things. I personally just wouldn't risk messing with other competitors in such a way, especially on live TV and internet, everything. It's just something you can't really live down. Once it's done, kind of thing. But I can understand he has some balls to fuck with all the companies the way he did. And EA pulled out some pretty it was pretty a terrible year. It wasn't anything really worth mentioning at all. It was just that guy was a bit of a beast. And it comes to the Ubisoft one. Now, the guy that they had done it, Mr. Caffeine, whatever, I think his name was Mr. Caffeine. I had no idea what he was all about. But he kept trying to pull random jokes out, which no one, literally, the crowd was dead silent. And I mean dead silent. He kept doing something when they said this is what Assassin's Creed would have looked like 20 years ago, and then he would go and wave his hands around, and everyone was looking at him like loser. He was really bad at what he does. Basically, he was taking a good experience like E3 and making it just something completely like a laughing stock, and I didn't care. This is the problem with E3 now. They're not concerned about the games as much as they are. Oh shit, I didn't mean to look at that. I was meant to wait till the end of the Slayer task and see how much experience I got, but oh well. But they're not really caring about how much they presentate. Well, now I'm really confused thanks to that fucking XP counter. Alright, let me just start again. They don't care as much about the games as much as they do the way they presentate themselves. Like Nintendo, for Christ's sake, that orchestra that played the Zelda theme took like 3 to 4 minutes. That was pointless. And then they started doing all of the noises from Zelda because they're bringing out all the new games. Now, coming from someone like me, yes, you're probably going to be like, oh my god, it's a sin. It's such a sin. Because I don't like Zelda. I've never given a fuck, to be quite honest. I never have. It wasn't my kind of game. I just got genuinely bored of it. I played one of them on, I think it was the Nintendo, and I just couldn't stand it. I don't know what it is. I think it's just back then I wasn't as much as into art, and so the graphics got on my nerves a lot, like the arty feel to it. And then so did Pokemon Colosseum. And then when I got older, I fucking loved Pokemon Colosseum. So if I played Zelda now, I'd probably love it. It's just, it's one of those things that when you're younger, you don't really know when you're looking at something which is gold, I guess. It doesn't speak to you as much as in graphics and all that. You kind of just think about the gameplay. Like, when can I whack something with this wooden stick? And Zelda had a lot of that, but it also had a lot of animation and all that, which I didn't really care for, and treasure hunting and that kind of jazz. which obviously, as you get older, once again, new items, cooler looking things appeal to you a little bit more. But yeah, man, that was a really big sniff. Apologise for that. I apologise for that, not you. Yeah. Anyway, Microsoft, meh, wasn't too bad. EA's, meh, again, nothing really exciting. Sony's, I just laughed at it, really. Ubisoft's, that guy was just a fucking fail, whoever the hell he was, and he's definitely not coming back next year. And then it came to Nintendo's, and the other problem I had was the guy they had doing the translations talked at the same time, so it'd be like, and then you would have him just going, yes, yes, I like cheese. And they would be talking at the exact same time, and so you couldn't understand what was going on, really. It would be one point, I would hear, like, so Zelda has Ningua Bundo, and Star Fox is now Taro. It's just, I couldn't really get to grips and get my hearing and focus to understand where everything was coming from. And when they started talking about the games themselves, and they got someone else out there, Nintendo did start getting better. They did show some really good games that are coming to the new Wii U. Now, I don't like the name, the Wii U. Come the fuck on. I know where they got the inspiration for the name from, but come the fuck on. The Wii U? That just sounds retarded. Like, I thought it would be funny if they called it the Wii Wii, because I'm childish, because that would have been genuinely funny. But at least call it like the Wii expression, or something like that, or the Wii... I don't know. I can't even think about what they could have called it, but come on, there's so many people there. They could have easily come up with a better name than the Wii U, because you know how many people are going to be like, yeah, the Wii on you, and, stuff like that. And even I laugh at little immature things like that, because they're genuinely funny. And I think the games they announced and the way they brought it up was good, and obviously the new Mario Kart, which even I am very excited for, because I'm a huge Mario Kart fan, and I'm definitely going to be getting, hopefully, I probably will get a Wii U, even though I don't like it. They're obviously going to make probably the Mario Kart on the normal Wii, just because of the fact that not many people are going to buy this console, and if not, I'll probably just crack it somehow for my PC, and I shouldn't really be saying I do that. Scratch that last part. But I have a Wii, and I literally don't ever play it. I haven't touched it in years. So, if the new Mario Kart's on it, I'll definitely be pulling it out again, because I love Mario Kart. But other than that, I won't be touching it. There's going to be, hopefully, new Pokemon games. They announced that. I was really excited. It said Pokemon on the screen. I was like, but no, it wasn't. It was a Pokedex. I was just like, come on. We wanted a new Pokemon game that's going to bring back all the old Pokemon, not just something for black and white. I couldn't stand black and white at all. No. Black and white, I'd have to say, yeah, 150 new Pokemon, nah. It was a good idea. I like the idea that they weren't just putting everything together again, as in all of the Pokemon from the originals, plus like 20 more. I like the fact they went for originality and they wanted to remake the series as such. But when you remake it with really stupid ideas, like what the fuck was Little Pup? There was another one, Pat Rat, I think. I played the game for like, I don't know, not very long at all. I think I got past the first gym, because I remember I stopped playing mostly after I saw some guy kicking the shit out of a Pokemon. He literally was just kicking a Pokemon and trying to get some sleep dust out of it. I was like, this is retarded. I'm going to go back on Soul Silver or Heart Gold, because they were good games, the remakes of the originals. They were good. But, I'd have to say once again, Nintendo's wasn't bad, and it did save E3 again. Because last year's Microsoft was all about Kinect and Milo, which everyone knows Milo is definitely working for Skynet, and the reason Milo never got released is because he tried to enslave the human race, and Bill Gates obviously got into an epic battle with him. No, that was just a ridiculous story that like me and a couple of people came up with, that Milo was going to come on the stage this year and completely rule E3, and he was going to be wearing like a Skynet t-shirt, which would have been genuinely really funny. Well, no, because we would all die a horrible, painful death to the machines and the little boys. But I don't know what happened to the Milo project at all. It seemed like quite a cool feature, but it was probably not ever brought out because of paedophiles. Personally, I thought that you don't give people an interactive young boy. That even just sounds dodgy. It was a really smart idea. The fact that it actually responded to you as a person, and you could talk to it, and if you touch the water and stuff, it would be like, wow, that's really cool. But you know, if you give like a 40-year-old man with a huge beard that game, what's he gonna do with it? He's not gonna be touching water. I know that for a fact. It's just one of those things that I think Microsoft really had to think about, and I'm glad they actually put thought into it before they released it. But once again, this year, they didn't do that, and they released a shit ton of stuff about Kinect, which me personally, being a traditional gamer, doesn't give a flying fuck about. I really don't. So, well, I guess just leave your opinions on it. And that's really it, all I can say. It's not much more. I'll probably be talking about it again, but yeah, just leave your opinions on what you thought, especially Milo. Who would actually like to see Milo brought back? That's one thing I'd want to see for all you little paedophiles out there. Especially Joe. He definitely wanted Milo to come out. Alright, thanks. Bye.